Well, James Comey facing some backlash following his testimony on Capitol Hill this week. So how did voters feel he did? Here with the brand new Dials, Lee Carter, partner and president at Meslansky and Partners. Lee, good to see you.
Great to be here.
Good morning. Okay, first of all, so many people watch this and tuned in. People I think that generally aren't even all that interested usually. They were popping the corn to watch this. All right, so what did we learn here? Let's get to the first thought. Comey reveals Loretta Lynch ordered him not to call Hillary email probe an investigation. Watch this first.
At one point, the Attorney General had directed me not to call it an investigation, but instead to call it a matter, which confused me and concerned me. It gave the impression that the Attorney General was looking to align the way we talked about our work with the way a political campaign was describing the same activity, which was inaccurate. We had a criminal investigation open.
All right, so how was this graded?
So you can see there, Republicans gave this a D, so did Independents, and even the Democrats gave this a C. What I thought was this was something that the Republicans and Independents like, why is this not the centerpiece of what we're talking about? Do you understand what a big deal with this? He opened his investigation, his testimony by saying, words matter. Words matter a lot. And this was something that really is...
A matter. Not an investigation. She wanted it called a matter.
And that's basically saying we're going to try and just put this away and act like it never happened. And so Republicans and Independents said, we want to hear more about this, and this should be something that we want more of an investigation. And they were surprised they hadn't heard more about it, quite frankly.
All right, let's get to that moment. James Comey calling the president a liar.
The administration then chose to defame me and, more importantly, the FBI by saying that the organization was in disarray, that it was poorly led, that the workforce had lost confidence in its leader. Those were lies, plain and simple. I was honestly concerned that he might lie about the nature of our meeting, and so I thought it really important to document.
A big moment as well, Lee.
It was. You can see Democrats gave this an A because they completely agree. They think that this is exactly what they wanted to hear, while Independents and Republicans, again, aligned on this, giving it a D and F, respectively. Now, this is a game of he said, he said. You can see very clearly who believes who. The Democrats believe Comey. The Republicans and Independents seem to be siding more with Trump. And at the end of the day, if there aren't these tapes that everybody's so excited to hear about, who's going to know?
All right, and then there was the moment that we learned that James Comey himself, former director of the FBI, was one of the leakers. Watch this.
The president tweeted on Friday, after I got fired, that I better hope there's not tapes. I woke up in the middle of the night on Monday night, because it didn't dawn on me originally, that there might be corroboration for our conversation. There might be a tape. And my judgment was I needed to get that out into the public square. And so I asked a friend of mine to share the content of the memo with a reporter. Didn't do it myself for a variety of reasons, but I asked him to because I thought that might prompt the appointment of a special counsel. And so I asked a close friend of mine to do it.
It was a big bomb that he dropped. I mean, he admitted that he orchestrated these leaks to the New York Times.
And you could just see the bottom fall out for Republicans and Independents there. What I found most surprising was Democrats actually were excited that he did this and thought that he had done the right thing, while Republicans and Independents were absolutely astounded and said, this is, I cannot believe that it was the director of the FBI who is leaking information. What else did he leak? Very interesting stuff, and always good to get that perspective, what the average Americans thought when they watched that. All right, Lee Carter, thank you. Good to see you. Thank you so much.